So let's get started with the next 24-hour part of our forecast. I think the quiet part of our forecast. We've got some fog early. We should have some sunshine during the afternoon and even later on this morning, and that'll help the temperatures get up near 80 degrees. I think we keep some clouds around and some of this warmer and more humid air around. So a lot of us tomorrow morning are going to start near 60. What we're seeing here, not a lot of that energy left that brought some of the showers and storms yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. That's all fizzled out. Now we're going to just sit with this air that's going to be a little bit on the warm side and a little bit more on the humid side. It's not going to feel like the middle of summer kind of humid, but when we see these dew points up over 50, that tells us there is a little bit more moisture content to the air, and that's part of all the destabilizing that goes on ahead of that next boundary that is likely going to trigger some big-time storms across much of the eastern part of the United States over the next couple of days, and that includes our part of the eastern United States. We're at 56 this morning in Tallahassee. We're at 54 in Thomasville and in Valdosta. We're going to find a lot of numbers. We're tightly grouped in those mid-50s. Another 56 in Bainbridge, another 54 at Quincy. Perry's at 54. It's 57 in Madison, 55 at Hamilton County. It gets a little warmer when you head further south. Panacea is at 64. Apalachicola is at 67. I see a little breeze trying. It's going to be a little variable this morning, mostly though from the south or southeast today. I think enough where you do notice it at times, but right now there's not enough to stir things up. So we've got some fog. Quite a few locations reporting visibilities down below 1 mile. You know the vermin are out there lurking, so be careful. A little extra time to get to your destinations might be the way to go this morning. I see some clouds that'll be moving across the skies at times. It's not going to be like it was a couple of days ago where it was straight up blue all day, but I do think we get decent amounts of sunshine today and still tomorrow, all ahead of this boundary. The boundary is the leading edge of that next air mass. That air is a little cooler and is a lot drier. As that works across the country, this comes in beneath all the warm, muggy air that we've got here, and it's going to lift that air and generate those showers and storms. When you get a setup like this, especially this time of the year, and there's just enough support going on in the upper part of the atmosphere, you go from having showers and thunderstorms to the potential for those dangerous thunderstorms. And I do think that's a real possibility as we get to our area early on Sunday morning, maybe even starting west of the Apalachicola River by midnight on Saturday night. So we've got things that we'll be watching real carefully. Watch here on the Futurecast for today, for tonight, for tomorrow. It's those south winds. We keep bringing in the warm, humid, unstable air, getting everything set up. Now, this is 10:30 Saturday night. Futurecast keeps most of the activity way off to the west, and I still feel like the main energy is going to be way off to the north. So we'll have to see what is transpiring over the next couple of days. Likely we're going to notice the history of dangerous storms marching across the country. And I think as it gets across to our part of the southeast, there's still the potential for some dangerous storms. The timing might work in our favor. This would be a little different setup if it was getting here in the middle of the afternoon with all that daytime heating. But I still think there's going to be enough instability where we've got things to be watching early on Sunday, and it may linger for a while into Sunday afternoon. I do expect clearing and a pretty nice forecast for Monday and beyond. Now, the SPC updates those outlooks. They go from 8 a.m. to 8 a.m., so we'll get another update a little bit later on this morning. But we're seeing more of the yellows and more of the brown colors. We even see some of that red color off to the north and west up near Dothan, Alabama, and on the other side of the Apalachicola River. So when we start to get to the browns and reds, now we're talking about the expectation for these dangerous storms. When we're in the greens or even the yellows, we're like, maybe they could happen, or maybe it's up to about a 50-50 chance. But when we start getting to the browns and the reds, now we're expecting there to be dangerous storms. So we're absolutely going to be watching this very carefully. There'll be lots of updates all weekend. Please keep checking in with us. On the Gulf today, southeast and south winds 5 to 15, seas 1 to 3 feet. Not bad for the boaters at all. 50s and 60s this morning. Mild. We'll go with clearing conditions that continue. I think decent sunshine, but also some clouds. It'll be a little bit warm and a little bit muggy. 80s within reach for us this afternoon. Tonight, there's going to be more patchy fog. There's going to be more clouds, and I'm expecting a lot of spots to be up near 60 or in the upper 50s. Tomorrow afternoon, we can get to the low 80s. So we just keep pumping in the warm, humid, unstable air. Plenty of fuel for that next boundary to work with to get those bigger showers and storms Sunday morning. Most of that is done before Sunday afternoon, and then we start to clear up. Should be a nice looking St. Patrick's Day and Tuesday with very comfortable temperatures, maybe a little cool for some Tuesday morning and a lot of sunshine. And we'll start looking for the next system down the road a piece. But we've got our eyes on Sunday. Please keep checking in with us.